Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Class 9. Assalamu alaikum. We are doing mathematics. Unit number 4, algebraic expressions and algebraic formulas. And this is our session number 11. In last sessions, we have discussed types of surds with respect to terms. And I hope student now you can differentiate them. A surd which contains a single term is called monomial surd. For example, fifth root of 2. This surd has only single term, so this is monomial. And cube root of 7 having only single term, so this is also monomial. A surd which contains a sum of two monomial surds, very important, sum of two monomial surds or sum of a monomial and a rational number is called binomial surd. For example, in square root of 2 plus square root of 3. This is the combination of two monomial surds. So this is also called binomial surd by definition. And 5 plus square root of 7. 5 is rational and square root of 7 is monomial. So combination of two, one rational and one monomial. Also binomial. Binomial means having two terms. Rationalizing factor. If the product of two surds is a rational number, it means that whenever we multiply such two surds that its result is a rational number, then each surd is called rationalizing factor of each other. For example, 4 square root of 7, when it is multiplied by square root of 7, definitely we get 4 times 7, and 4 times 7 is 28. 28 is a rational number. So the product of these two surds results in 28. Square root of 7 is rationalizing factor of 4 square root of 7. In the similar way, 4 square root of 7 is the rationalizing factor of square root of 7. Both are the rationalizing factor of each other. Conjugate surds. Two binomial surds of second order, differing only in sign, connecting their terms are called conjugate surds. For example, square root of a plus square root of b. This is a binomial surd having second order, and square root of a minus square root of b. Also binomial surd having second order. But observe, this is plus sign. Here the connector sign is plus and here is the minus. So whenever two binomial surds of second order differing only in sign, connecting their terms are called conjugate surds. So these are the conjugate surds. Product of the conjugate surds, look at here, square root of a plus square root of b times square root of a minus square root of b, using difference of squares. This is square root of a square minus square root of b square, result a minus b, and a minus b is the rational number. So two binomial surds of second order differing only in sign and their product is rational number. So these two binomial surds are conjugate of each other. And don't forget that we also use conjugate for the rationalizing factor. In this session, we will discuss rationalizing our denominator and then we will solve some questions from exercise 4.4. Rationalizing our denominator. Rationalizing the denominator is when we move our root or surd from the bottom of a fraction to the top. So don't forget, rationalizing the denominator means that move the root or surd from bottom of a fraction to the top. Actually, this is the movement. The bottom of the fraction is called denominator. We are very much familiar with this, that in the fraction lower part is called denominator. To be in simplest form, the denominator should not be irrational. This is very important. Okay, whenever the surd is in its simplest form, so its denominator should not be irrational. Fixing it by making the denominator rational is called the rationalizing the denominator. So rationalizing the denominator means that move the root or surd from the bottom of the fraction to the top. There is nothing wrong with an irrational denominator. Still it works, but it is not in its simplest form. So don't forget, there is nothing wrong with an irrational denominator. It still works, but it is not the simplest form. And removing them may help you solve an equation easily. So you should learn how you can do this. There are two ways to rationalize the denominator. Number one, multiply both top and bottom by a root, that is the rationalizing factor. Number two, multiply both top and bottom by the conjugate. These are two methods or two ways in which you can rationalize the denominator or make the denominator a rational number. Number one, multiply both top and bottom by a root. Sometimes we can just multiply both top and bottom by a root. For example, in 3 over 4 square root of 3 has an irrational denominator. You can observe its denominator is 4 square root of 3 and square root of 3 is irrational number or a surd. So let's fix it. 3 over 4 square root of 3 is multiplied by square root of 3 and divided by also square root of 3, and square root of 3 is the rationalizing factor of its denominator surd, that is square root of 3. When we multiply, we get 3 square root of 3 over 4 square root of 3 square. After simplification, and don't forget, this square root of 3 over square root of 3 is its rationalizing factor, and we get 3 over square root of 3 over 4 square root of 3, that is, and its denominator is now a rational number. So we get 3 square root of 3 over 4 into 3. Conjugate surds. Two binomial surds of second order differing only in sign connecting their terms are called conjugate surd. We have learned it. And the result of these two binomial surd is a rational number. A minus b is a rational quantity independent of any radical. So now the second way, how we can rationalize a denominator. Multiply both top and bottom by the conjugate. There is another special way to move a surd from the bottom of a fraction to the top. We multiply both top and bottom by the conjugate of the denominator. And it works because when we multiply something by its conjugate, we get rational number. Here is how to do it. Look at here. 1 over 3 plus 2 times square root of 5. Its denominator is binomial surd. Has an irrational denominator. Let's fix it. If we multiply this by 3 minus 2 times square root of 5 and divided by 3 minus 2 square root of 5, and definitely 3 minus 2 square root of 5 is its conjugate. After multiplication we get 3 minus 2 square root of 5 over 3 square minus 2 times square root of 5 square. Using here difference of square, 3 plus 2 times square root of 5 and 3 minus 2 square root of 5. Using difference of square, we get 3 square minus 2 times square root of 5 square. After simplification we get 3 square minus 2 times square root of 5 square. This is 9 minus 20, and 9 minus 20 is equal to negative 11. So after multiplying and dividing by its rationalizing factor, that is its conjugate, we get 3 minus 2 times square root of 5 over negative 11. This is a simplest form now, and here the denominator is rational number. So rationalizing the denominator is rational number. Rationalization. We have learned this. The process of multiplying a given surd by its rationalizing factor, and rationalizing factor is also called conjugate. To get rid of a rational number as the product is called the rationalization of the given surd. And we have learned this example too. 3 plus square root of 3 multiplied by 3 minus square root of 3. Both are the difference of terms. After simplification we get 3 square minus square root of 3 square, and this is here 3 plus square root of 3 is the given surd, and 3 minus square root of 3 is the conjugate or rationalizing factor. After simplification we get 6, that is the rational number. 6 is the rational number, and this overall process is called rationalizing. Now we will solve some questions from exercise 4.4. Question number 1, rationalize the denominator of the following. It means that we are going to remove or move the root or the surd from the bottom to the top. Look at the question. 6 over square root of 8 into square root of 27. This is the given surd. First of all, we simplify this. As you can see, square root of 36 can be written as 6 only. So 6 can be replaced by square root of 36 over square root of 8 and square root of 27. In this way, now the numerator and denominator both have the surds having second order. So you can write them in the same radical sign, under the same radical sign. It becomes square root of 36 by 8 into 27. So first of all, cancelling the common factors. Dividing by 9. 9 3 times 27 and 9 4 times 36. 9 3 times 27 and 9 4 times 36. After simplification, it becomes square root of 4 over 8 into 3. Again dividing by 4. 1 times 4 and 4 2 times 8. So this surd have its simplified form, that is 1 over square root of 6. And now here the square root of 6. Square root of 6 is the irrational number and it is in its denominator. So fixing this problem or rationalizing the denominator, we multiply this by its rationalizing factor, that is square root of 6, and also divided by square root of 6. Simplification, we get the required simplified surd, that is square root of 6 over 6, and now its denominator is a rational number. This is our required simplified surd. Question number 1, part 7. The given surd is square root of 3 minus 1 over square root of 3 plus 1. Now you can observe the numerator and denominator both are the binomial surds, but we are going to rationalize the denominator. We are going to remove this binomial surd from the denominator. So conjugate the denominator. We just take the conjugate of the denominator is square root of 3 minus 1. You can see here square root of 3 plus 1, the binomial surd, and its denominator is square root of 3 minus 1. So multiplying and dividing by its conjugate of the denominator, that is square root of 3 minus 1 upon square root of 3 minus 1. In numerator you can observe a minus b and a minus b. Square root of 3 minus 1 and square root of 3 minus 1. Both are similar to each other. So we can write it just like in algebra, square root of 3 minus 1 whole square. A minus b times a minus b is equal to a minus b whole square. And in denominator, difference of two terms, square root of 3 plus 1 and square root of 3 minus 1. Using a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b times a minus b. We can write it as square root of 3 square minus 1 square. In numerator, you have to open the square or expand the square. A square minus 2 times ab plus b square, that is square root of 3 square minus 2 times of square root of 3 into 1 plus 1 square, and in denominator it becomes 3 minus 1. After simplification we get 3, because square root of 3 square is 3. Square root of 3 square is equal to 3, minus 2 times square root of 3 into 1, it becomes 2 square root of 3, and 1 square is equal to 1, definitely. And now 3 plus 1 becomes 4. 4 minus 2 times square root of 3 over 2. After taking common from the numerator, 2 times 2 minus square root of 3 over 2. So 2 times into 2 minus square root of 3. Now cancel the same factors. And the result is 2 minus square root of 3 over 1. That is the simplified form and free from the radical sign in the denominator. Now I hope student you can solve exercise 4.4 question number 1. Fi Aman Allah.